Near the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Runs through the contact. Breaks free again. He'll have a first down past the 40. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Nigel Bradham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that is going to set up third and goal. Jackson now, buying time to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Flushed out right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returnable for Thomas. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore taking the field again here, and as we mentioned earlier, getting the win over San Fran this past week to get to 10-2. That's now 8 straight victories for the Ravens. That's a new franchise record. And you mentioned that they are going to have their, in all likelihood, their second consecutive division crown in the AFC North. Last year, they barely got it at the end of the season. They've got a full 3-game lead this year.
Yeah, they could cruise to the title. It won't be easy because they have to go to Buffalo next. And Buffalo has to have that game in order to keep pace in the wild card race, and they're playing pretty well. But then after that, they're home against the Jets, then they take on the Browns, and then they're home for Pittsburgh. So you're right, they've got a chance to kind of cruise in but I don't think they're going to play it that way. They've got a lot of momentum going. They're clicking out offense with Lamar Jackson, and the defense has really stepped up its game. Hard to move the ball against those Ravens.
And some incentive not to cruise to the finish line, because right now they're the #1 seed in the AFC by virtue of their win and the Patriots' loss in Houston this last week. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Throwing is Jackson.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wentz now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Again, it's Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number three. This one taken just inside the 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 91 yards on the kick return, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard